Hello and welcome to episode 1 of a personal monologue, Making Peace with Not Knowing. This is hard. I thought it was going to be easier, but I am quite self conscious and I tend to overthink and overanalyze, which is exactly what I'm working on at the moment. It's not the only thing on the list, it's just one of many. I still want this to feel raw, unfiltered, and honest. I wanted to speak freely. It would probably feel more unprocessed, but my mind was all over the place. So I decided to write it down, gather my thoughts, and offer this version through my voice. I am not an English native speaker, so please be patient with me. Where do I start? I'm currently in South Korea, Busan to be exact, and I love this place. What you see in the background is one of its beaches. It has become a shelter for me, somewhere I can heal slowly, take my mask off, and reconnect with gratitude. That's something that felt so foreign just a couple of months ago. So it feels good to let go and release the energy and patterns that no longer serve me. One of them was not feeling good enough, wrapped in constant self criticism, negativity, self loathing, and self sabotage. It's a big one to tackle. It's an ongoing process and it stems from childhood and adult trauma. It's a vicious circle, and the emotion or emotions you attach to those moments only deepens it. You keep spinning the narrative and staying in the loop because you are reaffirming the belief you created for yourself. You are not holding yourself accountable. You are victimizing yourself, believing those events are there to constantly remind you of your own worth or lack of it. It's emotional baggage you keep carrying back to those events. You're adding extra weight that pulls you down because you don't have the right tools to use. It's just heightened emotion that makes you believe your thoughts and beliefs are you. And to a certain degree, they are. If you convince yourself that the only way to function is to blindly follow them and never question your behavior, mood, energy levels, or yourself. I felt like I was constantly jet lagged with little or no awareness at times. I turned into a person I disliked as a kid, reactive, explosive, self loathing, sad, and negative. I was a slave to my environment. If something good happened during the day, I felt tolerable. And if bad news came, it meant even more frustration and negativity. I wasn't able to fully feel joy or gratitude. I thought that was just who I was. As long as I can remember, I've been an overthinker, someone who would catastrophize events and bury emotions, thinking I could get away with it, believing I didn't need to sit down and feel the pain, to heal through the pain. And the wound I opened for myself kept getting bigger and deeper until it caught up with me and it left me there with my outdated beliefs and the pain I couldn't ignore anymore. I forgot who I was. I don't think I ever knew who I was or who I am. I was in survival mode. Nothing moved me anymore. Nothing lit up inside of me. There was no fire crackling in my body, just dust maturing into more dust. I wasn't just suffocating myself, I was making life miserable for the person closest to me, my love. He was the only one who saw the person underneath the iron mask. The little voice in my head kept reminding me that I wasn't good enough, not even for myself. This friction created even more questions like, how can I be good enough for others? Was I able to sincerely give or receive love, an intimate love? I held onto the idea that someone else could save me, that somebody else could take away the emotions of worthlessness and trade them for wholeness. I was wrong again. This isn't a fairy tale my mom used to read to me when I was a kid. It's life. It doesn't owe you anything. It just slowly shapes you into the person you become. I became numb, detached, a shadow of the person I truly wanted to evolve into. A crawling caterpillar, perpetually stuck in the metamorphosis phase, constantly waiting for those rainbow-colored wings. They never came. New events would take place, happening to me and inside of me, claiming my mind and body. It reached a point where I felt too tired and too drained to look at myself or into myself, a fragile echo of who I long to become, roaming on a pathless path. I realized that I needed to be on what was, at the time, a perceived destructive journey. It was, and still is, a voyage to my vulnerable, true self. Once I stopped resisting the transition, I was ready to open my heart, slowly embracing both pain and joy. I started noticing the waves gently caressed by the breeze, the burning sun rising above the horizon, warm laughter comforting the distance. There was a moment of silence, followed by grief, remembering my old self moving gently toward the shimmering light, envisioning butterflies, delicate, ethereal butterflies, coloring a peaceful and serene sky.